Hello, family and friends. Thank you for joining me. It is 4:32 today. Beautiful day out. Little chill in the air, but sunshine. Got to spend a lot of this afternoon outside in the beautiful sunshine and with the kids running around at Austin School, which is right on the corner from here. Uh, Thank you. It is, like I said, 4:32. Thank you for being here. You've made it through this part of your day, and I'm grateful for that. And you've made it to this part of your life. Also grateful for that. Who is who is Pixie Fish? Hello. Thank you for joining me. No,
Where's the speaker?
I've got somebody asking questions in the corner over there. Okay, there we go. This is what happens when you record from home.
You can't have nice things.
Can't have the nice things. Alrighty. So here we are, getting into this day. Uh, Today, if you're on Facebook, you'll see the prompt, Unwrapping Your Gift. And I had posted a question on both Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, I posted, "What is your gift?" And I got a lot of really great responses. And on Instagram, I posted, "Are you using your gift?" And I think that's really important. First of all, understanding what your gift is. A lot of folks want a different gift and don't actually step into the space of owning their gift. Hello, cousin Keisha. They don't step into the space of owning their gift. What are your gift? And many of us have more than one gift. We have gifts, and for some, it is to use biblical terms. It is speaking in tongues. That you are confident and competent with languages, that you can and you're also that, and speaking in tongues is also being that, embracing that empathetic part, with speaking with a different language than your whatever your first or your mother language, to be able to communicate well. And there are those who speak in tongues, but they speak with their body. They communicate very well with who they are and how they are in the world. There are some that I saw someone had put, laughter was their gift. You know what? I think of Ed McMahon on the Tonight Show. You go, laughter's not a gift, but very often Johnny Carson would do his thing, and Ed McMahon would go, ho, 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 ho. And that laughter was such a warm, welcoming thing. That whoop from Ed McMahon was truly a gift. What is your gift? And how are you using it? Are you bringing forth yourself into the world with your tools? And often we don't think of the gifts that we're given as our tools. We only think of the gifts that we worked towards. I worked towards my MBA and I'm doing this. And you may have a gift for painting, or a gift for art, or a gift for bicycling, or balance, or a gift for leadership. And are you fully stepping into that? Because even if you are doing something that you've trained for, that wasn't necessarily a gift that was given to you, it was something that you worked towards, if you're using your gift, your birthright of what you brought with into this world, and you apply it and add it to those things that you trained for, those skills and techniques that you have gained afterward, if you apply your gift to that, it amplifies that which you do. And so often now we have a different space. We're in a different time. Everything is working very differently right now than it was 2 months ago, and than it was 6 months ago, than it was 10 years ago. And it's not just the incremental evolution of time and space. We were handed a new card that wasn't even part of the deck that we were originally given. And we're learning how to play the game with the new card. And so often I hear people say, "What are you doing with your time? Are you being more productive?" And I want to just change that narrative, because when you get that bug in your ear that someone's telling you you need to do more with your time, you were already doing too much before we got here. I guarantee you there's very few of us who are saying I wasn't doing enough. You may not have been doing what you wanted to do, but you probably were doing an awful lot. And in this space, this is the if I can do anything, it's not even a call to action, it might be just a challenge. I challenge you to start stepping into your gifts, so start putting your gifts forth, so start working in your gift, working in the realm of your gift, and using that to see how that amplifies your life. I don't mean it's going to make you more productive. It doesn't mean you're going to wash the dishes any better or any worse. It will bring a different lightness, and it'll bring a different light into your being, because you will be tapping into a part of you that needs to be expressed, that needs to be utilized, that needs to be vital. You will be tapping in to the spiritual multivitamin by actually leaning into, stepping into, breathing into your gift. Leaning into, stepping into, breathing into your gift. Not necessarily in that order. Sometimes you have to breathe into it first, then lean into it, and then yet let that take you into the step. But using that gift, no, employing that gift, encouraging that gift, and also nurturing that gift, and letting that gift be your first mate. As you captain your body, as you captain your being through the world, right there is that gift that's kind of helping you steer your way. And that's a lot. And not in a lot in like, I got to pick up this heavy load. The heaviest load that we have to pick up is stepping into self, is really embracing. And I keep saying about the I am enough. And I am enough is one of those things that really lets you, allows you, invites you to use your gift or your gifts. Some of us have multiple gifts. Some of us are trying to figure out how to use those gifts. Especially when you're given multiple gifts, how do we use them? How do we employ them? How do we engage them in what we do? And it won't be comfortable at first, especially because we're told by so many people, and some of those are so many people what we need to do. This is, I'm not going to tell you you need to do anything. You don't need to do any of this. You will thrive when you do. That's going to be your gift telling you it needs you. Just as much as you need that gift to do that stuff, to function in a different way, your gift needs you. It needs your fullness. And being full is, don't eat more. Not about eating more, not about going on a diet. Your fullness, the acceptance of your fullness and dwelling in that space of fullness, your divine birthright. Stepping into that space of that gift. So one of the things my gift, I have a gift of giving. I enjoy giving, and I also have a gift of nurturing. Maybe I learned it, but that's something I really enjoy doing, is caring. As an acrobat, my job most of the time was supporting people. I lifted, I threw, I caught people, I made sure they were safe, and I gave of myself, and I nurtured people and cared for them in that way. I also have a gift for creating. I need to create. I need to draw. I need to write. I need to paint. I need to build things. That is something that's also another gift, is to manifest from the imagination into this reality, into this three-dimensional realm. And I'm also discovering, so some of you may actually, thank you, David, for joining. Some of you may get tripped out by this one, but also manifesting into the fifth dimension of warping time and space. And I will only touch on that for just a blurb. And through when I coached, there was one time that one of my students said, "How do you do that?" And I looked at her and I said, "What do you mean? How do I do what?" And this is manifesting in the fifth dimension. And because I was spotting her, and she said, "How do you do that?" And what I realized is that I was spotting her, and behind me, somebody else was working on some acrobatics. And after as I spotted her, made sure she was safe, and then I gave somebody behind me a pointer that would be helpful for what they were doing acrobatically. And she said, "You were just in the middle of working with me, and at no point did your focus shift or diminish, and yet you saw something happen behind you and commented on it, and it was point on. So how did you change time enough to be able to look around the room while we were working?" Now, I don't recall looking around the room. I just know that in my space, my peripheral vision opens up when I'm in that really wonderful space. I have a different vision. And that got me thinking, how do I do that? And I do have a process for that, which is a long thing. We won't even get into that now. And it is about shifting time and space and also dealing with all the other senses coming in. Is this a gift? I would have to believe so, because there's no one who taught me how to do that, and yet that's what I do. And I've honed it by doing it, by coaching, by working with folks, by being around the space. If you ever go on a trip with me, you'll notice that I shift. If I'm ever feeling that we're in danger or we're in a space that I'm not sure of, you'll notice that I shift. And that shift is that all of a sudden I just open up and I change what just my being, my radar kicks in on 360 degrees. Now, that may sound crazy to some of you, but to me, that is the divine allowing me to be fully me in that space. Do I get closed? No, I don't get closed off, and I get protective. But my protector is opening up the space so that I can see all things. If I was only using my vision, I wouldn't be able to see so much that's around me, and I wouldn't be able to keep my people safe. I wouldn't be able to protect the folks that I need to protect. So how are you using your gift, and are you using your gift, and have you tapped into your gift? Some of the ways you can figure out what those gifts are, if you're not sure, is start writing. Write in your gratitude journal, and you're going to start to see patterns of what you're grateful for. If you have a dream journal, write a dream, keep a dream journal, put a notebook beside your bed, and when you wake up from sleep, whether you wake up in the middle of the night or write. Some of it may not even seem coherent, but you're going to start to identify things. And this may be your inner talking to you and helping you answer those questions. If you are, whether you're religious or not, you can pray on it. Just ask. Ask for guidance. Just put it in prayer. Now, if you're not religious, you can pray on it. I just did that, didn't I? Yes, you can still pray. And the prayer may look like a different thing. It may look like a wish. It may just be a question to the universe. And it may also look like a question to yourself. Or it may look like a command or a request of yourself. But put that out there. Now, I find that in the silence, the answers come. And sometimes in the silence, that means in sleep. Sometimes it means sitting quietly. And sometimes it means when I'm not really focused on listening to anything. That's the silence I'm talking about. And you can use meditation to find that space. There are many different processes and procedures to find that space. If you would like, we could start a process, and we could start one pages. We can get something going where we have a group, and I can guide you through a lot of different practices. And I'm throwing it out there. Why? Because I really want to see an empowered Earth. I stepped out of my community and I just said it. I want to see an empowered Earth. I want to see this whole planet just glowing in a different way. A year ago we were talking about our climate crisis. It's a climate emergency. In the 2 months that we've just dealt with, we have done so much more for the climate than all the perceived notions and all the legals and political dealings have done by a little teeny tiny virus we can't even see. Helped us to shift in a way that was healthier for our planet. It may not feel healthier for you when you're in shelter, but some of the stuff that we're going to need to do when you step into your gifts, we're going to work to create that positivity so that we don't need a global pandemic to make radical shift in our way of being. This is our learning lesson right now. And that learning is somewhat stepping into your place of power. When you use your gifts, you step into your place of power. When you accept that you are enough, you step into your place of power. You step into the place where you are capable. And not just capable, you are enough to accomplish all that needs to be done, or enough to get the resources to accomplish all that needs to be done. Sometimes those resources are asking for help. So one of the other things I will just toss out here, I'm going to reach off camera for just a minute. And I didn't think of anything. I was trying to get my kids to do some art stuff. And we took slate from the roof my landlord was doing a roofing job. They had some old slate pieces that were just being tossed away. And I said, can I use those? We did painting on the slate first. And I decided to paint a heart on the slate. I called it my Heart of Hope. And so then I decided to paint a few more and put them on the side of the road and put a free sign. So I did that, put 4 out. They were snapped up in a day. So that night I painted 4 more, put 4 more out. They were snapped up in a day. And I've been doing this for almost 3 weeks now. Now I've stepped it up to doing 5 hearts. The slate has run out. This is a gift. This is a gift that I can give to our community, a heart of hope. I hope that the love that I have, that the compassion I have, that the care I have is showing through in the work that I do. Would I say I'm an accomplished painter? Oh, not by any means. But it is a show of compassion, a show of love. And that's a gift I have. I believe that is one of my gifts, is to be compassionate, is to be loving. And even when it's difficult to do so. So I don't keep you too long. We're at 17 minutes. I am going to read today. Actually, I had one all set up and I totally forgot where it was. But it's not here. Wait a minute. Hold on, I might have it. I was working on my stuff. I doubt it's in here. Nope, I don't have it. November 21st. Had a wonderful one that would have worked for today. So I'm going to pull from A Poem a Day, Volume 1, right here. Just flipped through it, found it from the Volume 1 of A Poem a Day. And I just want to say thank you again for being here. Thank you for taking some time with me today. And if you like what you're hearing, I have podcasts. They're usually 20 to 25 minutes long. You can find them wherever podcasts are available. I am now available on our iHeartRadio as well. It's Philosophy 101. You can get it on Apple iTunes or wherever you find your podcast, you can find it. You can also get some of my philosophy stuff at the Dreamer Station, my YouTube station, the Dreamer Station playlist, Philosophy. Alrighty. So today's poem. The day lay lifeless. I awoke and breathed life into it. Magnificent colors filled in the shaded areas. It thanked me with beauty. It carried on as I drifted back to sleep. That's for today. Stepping into your gift, leaning into your gift, breathing into your gift. It's not a challenge. It's just an idea. I'm just laying it out there. You feed from that buffet, please. Alrighty. So thank you once again for being here. Stay safe. Be well. Stay sane. Move forward with passion and purpose. And remember, you are enough. Now say it with me. I am enough. Alrighty. I will see you tomorrow at 4:30 right here at the William Fortune thingy. It's philosophy. Laying it out there. Philosophy. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Okay. Picking my nose.